Hello students, welcome to my channel Study Online. In this video, I will tell you about the topic of chemical equation of chapter 1. First of all, we have to know what is a chemical equations. The method of representing a chemical reaction with the help of symbols and formulae of the substances involved in it is known as the chemical equation. केमिकल इक्वेशन एक मेथड है जिसमें कि केमिकल रिएक्शंस को सिंबलाइज करते हैं विद द हेल्प ऑफ सिंबल्स एंड फॉर्मूला. फॉर एग्जांपल, व्हेन अ जिंक मेटल reacts with dilute sulfuric acid to form zinc sulfate and hydrogen gas, in this reaction, formula of zinc is Zn and sulfuric acid formula is H2SO4 and formula of zinc sulfate is ZnSO4 and the formula of hydrogen is H2. केमिकल रिएक्शन को रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं विद द हेल्प ऑफ द फॉर्मूला एंड द सिंबल. So, putting the symbols and formula of all the substances, then we get following chemical equation. Left hand side are the reactants and right side is the product. While writing the chemical reaction, a arrow sign is given. This arrow indicates that the substances written on the left hand side are combining to give the substances written on the right hand side in the equation. Arrow indicate करता है reactant sides का रिएक्शन करने के बाद जो प्रोडक्ट मिल रहा है, इसलिए उसमें एक एरो साइन पुट करते हैं. There are some key points in the chemical equation. First point is a balanced chemical equation has an equal number of atoms of different elements in the reactants and products. Balanced chemical equation वैसे इक्वेशन होते हैं जिसमें कि इक्वल नंबर ऑफ एटम्स ऑफ डिफरेंट एलिमेंट्स इन द रिएक्टेंट्स एंड प्रोडक्ट साइड में होता है. फॉर एग्जांपल, इन दिस रिएक्शन Zn plus H2SO4 gives ZnSO4 plus H2. Number of Zn atoms is equal to 1. Number of hydrogen atom is 2 and number of sulfur atom is 1 and number of oxygen atoms is 4. Now in the product side, Zn, number of Zn atoms is 1, number of sulfur atom is 1, number of oxygen atom is equal to 4 and number of hydrogen atom is equal to 2. Now, in any balanced chemical equation, number of reactant and number of product atoms should be same. Second point is a balanced chemical equation has an unequal number of atoms of one or more elements in the reactants and products. Unbalanced chemical equation वैसे chemical equations होते हैं जिसमें कि number of atoms reactant side और product side में equal नहीं होते हैं. For example, H2 plus O2 gives H2O. Number of hydrogen atom in reactant side is 2. Number of oxygen atom is 2. Now in the product side, number of hydrogen atom is 2 and number of oxygen atom is 1. Number of hydrogen atoms are equal. Number of hydrogen atoms and number of hydrogen atoms are equal, but number of oxygen atom in the reactant side is 2 and in the product side number of oxygen atom is 1, which is not equal. So this type of chemical equation is the unbalanced chemical equation. We should never change the formula of an element or a compound to balance an equation. कोई भी इक्वेशन को बैलेंस करने के लिए फॉर्मूला को चेंज नहीं किया जाता है. The process of making the number of different types of atoms equal on both the sides of an equation is called balancing the equation. Balancing the equation एक ऐसा प्रोसेस है जिसमें कि नंबर ऑफ डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ एटम्स को इक्वल किया जाता है on both the sides, that is reactants and product. Now let us take an example. Now in this same example, H2 plus O2 gives H2O. In this reaction it is unbalanced, so we have to balance. Here in the reactant side oxygen is 2 and in the product side number of oxygen atom is 1. If we write 2, then oxygen becomes 1. Oxygen atom is 1 and 1 into 2 is 2. Now oxygen is balanced. Now oxygen is 2 in the product side. Now, but while balancing the equation, hydrogen atom is not balanced. That is, in the reactant side, number of hydrogen atom is 2 and in the product side, number of hydrogen atom is 4. Then we have to balance the hydrogen atom. In the reactant side, if we write 2, then the number of hydrogen atoms becomes 4. The reaction is balanced. Next point is, the chemical equation can be made more informative in 3 ways. First point is, chemical equation indicates the physical states of the reactant and products. कोई भी chemical reaction बतलाता है कि उसका क्या physical state है. Either it is solid, liquid or gas. In this example, Zn is the solid and H2SO4 is aqueous. ZnSO4 is aqueous AQ. Short form of aqueous is AQ and H2 is the hydrogen, which one is the gas. It also indicates the heat changes taking place in the reaction. Those reactions in which heat is evolved is known as the exothermic reaction. वैसे reactions जिसमें की हीट निकलता है उसको एक्सोथर्मिक रिएक्शन कहते हैं. An exothermic reaction is indicated by writing plus heat energy on the product side of the equation. If, for example, carbon plus oxygen gives CO2 plus heat. When carbon reacts with oxygen, then it gives carbon dioxide and heat is evolved. Heat is written in the product side. Those reactions in which heat is absorbed is known as the endothermic reaction. कोई भी रिएक्शन जिसमें हीट को एब्जॉर्ब किया जाता है वैसे रिएक्शन को एंडोथर्मिक रिएक्शन कहते हैं. In endothermic reaction, plus heat energy is written on the reactant side of an equation. For example, in this reaction, plus heat energy is written on the reactant side. It means heat is absorbed. And the third point is by indicating the conditions under which the reactions takes place. कोई केमिकल रिएक्शन को होने के लिए कुछ कंडीशन चाहिए, जैसे कि when carbon monoxide reacts with hydrogen, then it gives methanol. For this reaction to take place, a pressure of 300 atmosphere, which is written as ATM, with the temperature of 300 degrees Celsius, and a catalyst, which is a mixture of zinc oxide and chromium oxide, is given in the reaction, then only reaction is completed. Let us take another example. When potassium chlorate reacts, then potassium chloride plus oxygen are formed. This reaction takes place only when heat and magnesium oxide catalyst is given, then only this reaction is completed. इसी तरह मेरे लेटेस्ट वीडियोस देखने के लिए मेरे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब, लाइक और शेयर कीजिए। पास वाले बेल आइकन को प्रेस करें और नोटिफिकेशन ऑन करें। एंड कीप वॉचिंग।